Yeah. Assalamu alaikum students. So I hope you all are well, and here we are again with our next chapter, an Indian American woman in space, Kalpana Chawla. So here in front of you there's a picture of the moon. As you know, this is one of the most beautiful creations of Allah, and it was made possible by Allah for a man to land on the moon. And again, when we talk about landing of the moon, landing on the moon, there are many countries who have done these programs and they were able to make this special achievement. The first one is right here below, is a picture of Neil Armstrong, who landed on the moon. Then there are other pictures. These other three astronauts that you see here, they are Indians. This is one is Rakesh Sharma. This is our very own Kalpana Chawla, whom the lesson is about, and this is Sunita Williams. Now, before we go into that, and we talk about astronauts and space shuttles and aircraft, so just wanted to ask you a simple question: what is the difference between an aircraft? Now, let's see. This is a picture of an aircraft. An aircraft is a plane that simply carries you from one destination to another destination, and it's a matlab it makes traveling easier, and it doesn't travel over a large it doesn't one more thing about this destination by aircraft is that we travel in the earth itself. Okay, traveling is done in the earth itself, and this is the picture of a spacecraft. Now when you see this picture, you are not you're not contained in the earth. You travel from the earth to another area that is called as your space or the universe which Allah Ta'ala has created. And here this is not designed in the same format as an aircraft is designed, and the distance also great, like from the earth to the moon, everybody, you can see it, what is the distance. So now this chapter is about Kalpana Chawla, who was born and brought up in Haryana. Brought up, no, she was born in Haryana. She finished her schooling from Tagore School. She did her BSc in Aeronautical Engineering. She did a Master's from United States of America and PhD in Aerospace Engineering. All these things, the last two, she did it in in America. See, you can see her grades, like this was school, then this comes as the bachelor's, this comes as master's, and as you move further you go up to PhD. So like you are able to see the timeline of the study over here. So as you know, she was born in Karnal. Can we search Karnal over here? Yes, this is Karnal. So she was born in Haryana, Karnal. It is one of the places in India, and she became a naturalized US citizen. So what is this naturalized US citizen? It is a person who becomes a citizen of the United States of America by their naturalization process. There are different ways immigration processes are done. One could be that because she married a American man, his name was his name was John Pierre Harrison. Okay, that's why. And she was apart from doing her engineering, she was a very certified flight instructor. She could fly different kinds of single planes, multi-engine land airplanes. After doing this, after all these, venturing out into different other fields of uh, she applied for NASA Space Shuttle program. Thereafter, she was hired as a research scientist at NASA. In 1994, she was selected for the training of an foreign astronaut by the NASA. Now, this is the picture of the crew member who were there in the Space Shuttle Columbia, which broke into flames, and that is the time when Kalpana Chawla, with along all the other crew members, they all expired and they were no more. And this space program, the whole shuttle breaks into flames, and in the paper it came as a biggest tragedy in the space. So I just wanted to tell you some little important things or facts about the Columbia Space Shuttle program. First of all, it lifted off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida on the 16th of January 2003. There were total 7 astronauts, including Kalpana, who was a part of this program. And when she was the part of this program, you won't believe it, the feeling that India was going through, the joy that India and the pride that India had that we have an Indian aboard this space shuttle, this space shuttle program. So next, it stayed in the orbit for 18 days. And during these 16 days, during these 16 days, they conducted 80 experiments before it began its journey back home. Matlab, after doing all the experiments, they were supposed to take the experiments, the conclusions, and come back to Earth and then share it with all the people here below. When it was returning, that date was 1st of January 2003. But unfortunately, it lost control or contact, and round about 200,000 feet, it was above 200,000 feet, and it was traveling at 20,000 kilometers per hour. So and then it lost contact, and it broke into flames, and everybody who was aboard that flight, they all expired, and this whole space program ended in a big tragedy, and it was a big loss that time. And but I would just like to add one more thing, that when Kalpana Chawla was there to finish this feat, or she couldn't finish this thing, there was one thing which was there. Every girl child in India wanted to be like Kalpana Chawla. They wanted to be, because she was this small girl from a town who had come and she had touched the skies, and she had become an inspiration. And when somebody asked her that, don't you think that being a woman can, like, stop you from doing something? So she always said that, I never thought of it like that. I always believed, and there is this little quote which I've said about her, that if that's what you want to do, you can just keep on carrying on. And this was her last message that she sent when she was in the space shuttle Columbia. That the last message that she sent was that, may you have the vision to find it, the courage to get onto it, and wishing you a great journey. This was for all the millions of young Indians that she had sent, and there will be surely many more who start off on this journey to fulfill their dreams. So I hope you have understood this chapter. It's a very small and interesting chapter, and if you want, you can search again on the net and get extra information. Okay.